Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the next episode of Waifu Wars. I am Local Musica's biggest fan, Jubidu. Is that her
And
name?
yes, I think so. Local
Great.
Musica, yes.
Yes.
And I am that guy who always sings better in the nude, Sobroni.
Welcome back to the next episode of Waifu Wars, where we talk about all things anime, the good, the bad, and the weeb, but not your waifu because she is trash.
Basura.
What's going on, Nani?
Nothing much. How you doing, Drew?
I feel kind of awful. The change in weather completely fucked me up. I did a little bit of cleaning before the weekend started, and dust just in my face. So I'm just kind of getting it from all sides. And yeah. Yeah, I'm like, my notes are significantly shorter than usual.
So are mine, but I feel like it's more of a reflection of this week's anime, so we might get into it.
Okay, or not. All right. Well, that being said, let's just hop right into it. As always, we're gonna start with our news segment this week in anime. Oni, since you found the news, you can lead the charge.
Yes, for those of you who haven't heard, it was the yearly or the annual Crunchy Award Anime Awards of 2024 was, I think, this past weekend. So they've gotten the winners for each category, and I thought it'd be fun to just review the winners. So, there's always controversy with award winners.
Yeah, also shout out to Megan Thee Stallion. She looked beautiful, and all her cosplays were just, it was like cosplay meets couture in the best way possible. She looks so good.
Also, I should note that I believe the way that this works is it's purely fan votes. I don't think they do there's no separate judge panel that does the presentations, right? So this is purely voted on by you, the fans. So what could possibly go wrong? Should we start from the bottom to the top, or top to bottom?
Honestly, we could start from not to mention starting from the bottom is great. Are we gonna go over all the VA awards in different languages?
No. Sorry, other non-American languages.
Okay, great.
We'll start with English.
Because thank you.
Starting off with a best of voice artist performance in English, the nominees were Abby Trott, who did Nezuko in Demon Slayer, Austin Tyndall, who did Millions Knives in Trigun, which I've not watched, Ujani Young Bosch, I can't believe he's still working, doing Ichigo, Lexi Nieto, doing Tomo Aizawa in Tomo-chan, Marisa Duran, voicing Sagiri Yamada from Hell's Paradise, and Ryan Colt Levy, voicing Denji from Chainsaw Man. And the winner was Denji from Chainsaw Man.
Okay.
Ryan
First of all, congratulations to him. Denji was actually some pretty good voice. Wait, actually, no, I've never heard him in English. Never mind. I don't know why I was like,
cast overall was pretty good for Chainsaw Man. I heard bits and pieces.
I was like, congratulations, you did such a good job. I'm like, I've never heard it in English. Okay, but before we continue, I will say, are we gonna just be
let's just name the winners, because that took way longer than I
Thank
expected.
you. I was like, girl, there's like a lot of categories.
Well, then I committed to it. I was like, oh, all right, let me do it for this one. All right, but from now on, we're just
okay, great. Yeah. So, best voice acting performance in Japanese is Yuichi Nakamura for Satoru Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen season 2.
Which, all right, that's my first. I'm picking a bone to pick with the votes here.
Yeah,
Gojo had like very few lines in.
He had very few lines, and it was just like
it was just Gojo. There was no like
just Gojo talking. Like he was just talking normally.
Yeah, this was purely just like a fan. I love Gojo.
Yeah, it's a Gojo dick riding train.
Yeah, You're gonna tell me Gojo's voice acting was better than Aaron Yeager in the Attack
Yeah,
on Titan
absolutely not.
finale?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Oh, I would even. I've never. I can't. I haven't watched an episode of One Piece in so many years, and I put my
Oh
bottom dollar
yeah.
that that the Monkey D. Luffy voice actor was better.
Uh-huh. It's not even Gojo's fault. It's just this was not he didn't do anything. It was
Yeah,
not,
exactly. Like there wasn't much range with the voice to begin with. So
yeah.
that.
So yeah. Bone pick number 1. Next up we have a best ending sequence, which went to Akari by Soshi Sakiyama, which is again Jujutsu Kaisen season 2. I feel like there's gonna be an ongoing theme if you guys haven't caught on with Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't listened to any of the others, so
Um,
can't really.
I like Maximum the Hormone Chainsaw Man's theme. Millet and Man with a Mission is good for Demon Slayer. Oshinoko had a good ending too, but I can't really, Akari was good too, so I can't really complain.
All right, up next, we have Best Opening Sequence Shock, Where Our Blue Is by Tatsuya Kitani, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2.
Again, no. Sorry. Idol Yasubi should have won that
Yeah, I agree. Even though I think I was very brave by saying I didn't super like the Idol song for some reason. Which I do. I'm fine with it. It's a good song. Despite what high problem I had with that song, it was still better than freaking Jujutsu Kaisen. Like, that's crazy.
That wasn't even the better opening. Wasn't there like a separate opening? The second opening was better. Anyway. Next up we have Best Score, which went to Attack on Titan final season, which I do agree with. I think the OST for the final episode was great.
Yeah.
No complaints there.
Well, at least Idol won Best Anime Song.
Yeah, what's the difference? I guess opening sequence is like the animation, and then anime songs the open. Whatever. I feel like
that's right. I guess they are different. So
yeah,
fair,
I feel like it's a reach,
guess.
but I agree with that. A must protect at all cost character, of course, goes to Anya from Spy Family. No complaints there.
Yeah, no surprise.
Well, I probably would have voted for Soletta. I don't know. But she can protect herself. She's fine.
Oh, wait. I'm going back to Gojo. While I still say that, I still make the argument that Gojo shouldn't have won. I will say he had a lot in the first. He had a lot of lines in the first. Like the first half was all about him, essentially.
Yeah,
I just forgot about it because it was so long ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, that randomly came to my mind because of the next category, which is Best Supporting Character, which shocks Gojo wins.
Was he even a support? I don't even count him as a supporting character.
He is not the main character. He's a support.
But he had such a minor role. Like, you're gonna tell me he had more of a role than like Power or Kana?
Oh, do I think he should have won?
I don't think so.
I mean, his scenes were more iconic than anything Power did. No shade to Power.
What about Kana? I would have picked Kana personally. I think Kana.
I see, and that would make sense. Wait, Arataka Reagan from My Psycho. Who was that? Oh shit! Ooh, that's actually hard. I would say between Kana and Reagan from Mob Psycho. Damn, that's hard. I would actually make the argument that Reagan probably edges Kana out just a tiny little bit, only because, and it's kind of unfair because it's like season 3, so they really had time to really like flesh out his character in such a good way that even I would argue might even edge out Kana, even though she is fantastic. So that's tough.
And I have not seen Mob Psycho, so I cannot argue that.
Yeah.
Following that, we had best main character, which surprisingly did not go to Gojo because he wasn't even in it. This one went to Monkey D. Luffy from One Piece, which again, you're gonna tell me Monkey D. Luffy's a better main character than Eren and Thorfinn?
Once again, it's one of those things where it's just like, wow, well, he had like a billion episodes to get good, I guess.
One Piece. The One Piece wins. Woo!
I think at some point, One Piece shouldn't be counted anymore.
I feel like, as much as people complain about like Oscars and stuff being like, oh, so elitist, why can't the fans vote? This is why the fans can't vote, because it just becomes a popularity contest and not an actual like critique of the medium.
Yes, sir.
Like, you could put Luffy in best female character and he'll win the fucking Luffy, and they'll just vote for Luffy.
Let's see. Best slice of life goes to Bocchi the Rock,
which was a great slice of life.
Yeah, I still need to watch it.
Yeah, it's pretty much modern day K-On, but a little bit, actually a little funnier.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. It looks a little funnier. Mm-hmm. I did have to finish Precure, but I'm almost done with Precure.
Best drama went to Attack on Titan final season, which, I mean, I guess it's a drama,
right? I mean, I guess.
If we're talking a pure drama, though, I'd easily give that to either Oshi no Ko or Vinland Saga. I didn't watch To Your Eternity.
Yeah, I'm like, ooh, girl, I don't know. To Your Eternity has got something to say about that. Oh, To Your Eternity was kind of like,
I would be mad if Vinland Saga doesn't win anything. Vinland Saga season 2 was a fucking masterpiece. God damn it, win something.
They won't, because people are like, nah, it's not action, killing, blood, murder.
It's not One Piece or Jujutsu Kaisen.
And honestly, I probably would still give it, between Vinland Saga and To Your Eternity, I'd probably still give it to Your Eternity. I probably still. I'm so, even. I love season 2. You know, I'm not one of the people who hates on it because they're so dodo brain. But To Your Eternity was just, oh. It's really good. But yeah, I guess the popular one wins. Best fantasy goes to Demon Slayer, the Swordsmith Village arc.
Again, another. It's Demon Slayer, so let me vote for that.
Yup.
Is it even fantasy? I guess it's fantasy because of the demons, but it's not like a fantasy. It's not fantasy world. That you don't need a fantasy world to be. The Magus Bride still takes place on Earth. Yeah, but it's like a fantasy realm with like pixies and shit.
Wow, like Demon Slayer is full of demons.
I wouldn't even call that fantasy. Demons aren't really fantasy. But like,
they are fantasy.
I mean, would you count Doom Eternal as a fantasy game, or would you just say it's like a action? It's just
action shootout. You can't conflate an anime category with a video game category.
But demons are not a fantasy. Like they can be part of a fantasy, but if all you have is demons, then it's
okay.
Not really
also, these humans clearly defy like the laws of physics and shit. This is clearly not all. This is fantasy. Everything about Demon Slayer is fantasy.
Fine, it's fantasy if you use the weakest interpretation of fantasy to just mean fiction. It's fictional. Oh, yeah. Okay. Fine. It's fictional. It's not a fantasy setting. But anyway, I digress. It should have went to Mushoku Tensei.
The
actual fantasy.
I agree. Little social shout out to Hell's Paradise, though. That was very enjoyable anime. Looking forward to season 2.
Next up was Best Action, which went to, surprise, Jujutsu Kaisen.
Whoa, shocker.
I mean, I guess if there's any category Jujutsu Kaisen should win.
It went right. I'm like, okay, fine.
Even though I personally preferred Attack on... you know, whatever. No, I probably actually would have given this one to Chainsaw Man, to be honest. Only because I like the style of fighting in Chainsaw Man more than I like season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, I think I like Jujutsu Kaisen because I don't know, for some reason, I don't know, I like that they have room for all levels of fighting, like fisticuffs to giant laser beam blow up the city, and then just varied degrees of action. So that's why it gets my vote.
I'm not mad at it. I still have to watch Bleach. I really need to watch Bleach.
Me too, I guess. I kind of just want to watch the fights at this point. Best comedy, we have Spy Family season 1, the second core. Yeah.
I'm confused at what the time frame is for these choices, because I feel like the second core was like a long time ago, right?
I think it's probably like winter, if anything.
I guess, but I also, the fact that 100 Girlfriends is not on this list is a fucking crime against nature.
Oh yeah, that's kind of insane.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know about the time frame because 100 Girlfriends is still relatively new. But there's actually some new stuff on here. Like there's some old stuff like Bocchi and Spy Family season 1, but then there's like newer stuff like Jujutsu Kaisen season 2 is new. So I don't know. What time frame we're working with here? Okay. Either way, best romance went to Horimiya: The Missing Pieces, which I still have to watch because I really enjoyed the first season.
Yeah, I haven't watched like too many romances, so I can't really speak on any of these.
Yeah, Tomo was good. Tomo-chan was good.
Best art direction goes to Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Swordsmith Village arc, which I'm just like, congratulations, you abused slow-mo. Like,
I mean, the thing is that this was the weakest season of Demon Slayer to me, so it's like Hell's Paradise, Chainsaw Man.
I high key prefer Hell's Paradise. I think I'd give it to Hell's Paradise. Honestly, the Hell's Paradise. Have you ever watched Hell's Paradise?
I saw a few episodes, like the first.
Yeah, exactly. So just the scheme of colors.
Yeah, like the use of colors and art style was really nice.
Yes,
I'd either give it to Hell's Paradise or Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, I give it to Hell's Paradise. It's very, very pretty, very colorful.
For
such a grotesque anime.
Zom 100 was really nice art style, but I haven't watched it, so I can't say.
It was fine. I don't think I prefer Hell's Paradise over it though. But yeah, it's good.
Has Hell's Paradise won anything? That's also a crime that it hasn't won anything.
Is it?
It was a good show. Or at least the first third I saw. Best cinematography went to Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. Again, not better cinematography than Attack on Titan or Vinland Saga or Chainsaw Man, but you know.
Oh, Chotomate. I think it's equal to Chainsaw Man. I don't know. Chainsaw Man's a very fun anime. It's no
the Chainsaw Man had its flaws, but the cinematography was one of its strong points, I think. Like it did.
I will agree with you at the very least that Jujutsu Kaisen didn't necessarily have to win.
I would actually have probably given it to either Attack on Titan or Vinland Saga between those two.
Yeah, agreed. Alright, and best directors, you'll never guess, is Shota Goshozono. Goshozono? That's an interesting last name. But yes, as you probably predicted, it is the director of Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2.
Wow. What a surprise. I actually probably would have gone for Heavenly Delusion, Hiro Takamori. I think that was a really underrated gem.
Oh shit, Heavenly Delusion. Oh my god, Heavenly Delusion. I forgot. Oh my god,
yeah,
I forgot about
another
that,
great show.
Oh my god,
getting any love.
It's not getting, yeah, of course not getting any. Nope.
Next up, we had Best Character Design, which went to Sayaka Koiso and Tadashi Hiramatsu from Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. First off, why does it get 2 entrances?
I mean, 2 entrances.
Is that two cat? Wait, what? Oh no,
no, they just list the people who won.
All right, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, no.
Best Character Design. Man.
Like I would say,
I would have went to Oshinoko.
Right, Oshinoko or even Hell's Paradise. I feel like Hell's Paradise did what Jujutsu Kaisen did, but better, in my opinion. So yeah, one of those two for sure.
Oh, this is a surprise.
This is best animation, actually Demon Slayer, the Swordsmith Village arc one.
And an amazing upset over Jujutsu Kaisen.
Right. That is kind of crazy. Y'all really like Demon Slayer. That's
Y'all really love the CG fishes, don't you?
Yo. Them angry, scary ass fishes. Oh my gosh.
Best original. Oh my goodness! Best original anime went to Buddy Daddies.
This was the biggest upset to me.
Yeah, over Gundam. What?
This was the biggest upset to me.
Yeah, I don't know. At first I was happy because I like Buddy Daddies, but I'm like over.
But then I'm like,
over. Yikes!
I just peeped that. I didn't even see that. Wait, are you saying it didn't beat? Are you saying Akiba made war didn't win?
I'm surprised Jujutsu Kaisen wasn't just thrown in here for some random reason. Oh, whatever, it's an original anime.
Right. Interesting.
Ugh, damn, I like Witcher Mercury so much too.
Me too. Best film we have Suzume, the winner of Suzume. Excuse me. I mean, that's not really a huge shock. Like,
I haven't seen any of the other ones, so except for Kaguya-sama, so I can't really.
Yeah. Me neither.
Best new series, Chainsaw Man.
There you go.
There's your Chainsaw Man victory.
Yep. I mean, would I definitely pick Heavenly Delusion or Oshinoko over it? Sure, but
same.
Why is it always upsets in like the worst way?
The worst ways, yeah. Negative upsets.
Like Heavenly Delusion's right there, but work. Let's see. Best continuing series. One Piece is the winner. Shocker.
Yeah.
Right. One Piece fans, y'all eat.
Yeah, unite.
Nani.
And finally, the anime of the year. You guys, you'll never believe this one. It's out of left field. Anime of the year goes to Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2.
Oh my god, I didn't see it coming. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that's so crazy. That's so crazy. Like,
I'm pretty sure Jujutsu Kaisen won like 80% of its nominations or whatever. It's ridiculous. And it was nominated for like almost every category.
Yeah, they won like at least like 9 awards. So yeah, good job, Jujutsu Kaisen. A bunch of 15 to 25-year-old men who haven't developed taste in anime outside of action. They picked you, girl. Congrats.
I can't believe Drew would say that. Leave your hate comments for him in the comments.
I said what I said.
I think Jujutsu Kaisen's a masterpiece. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, so now that we're done with our news, it's time for our weekly reviews, and we're gonna start off with Solo Leveling. This episode was boring as shit.
Yeah, until the end, yeah.
Yeah, until the end. It was sorry I said it so bluntly. Like like I said, maybe me being sick is just making me talk very.
It's that we watched it right after Frieren, and the ending of Frieren was so hype, and then it came down to like Solo Leveling, and I was like, oh, come on, like something. Like this is the one episode of Solo Leveling that doesn't have action in it.
Like nothing. It was all set up for the next part, which is like, okay, fine.
Yeah, better deliver.
Right, that part. I thought, yeah, like I said in the live watch, I thought it was so disrespectful that the dudes whose lives are saved because of Jinwoo, they just looked away, and I'm just like, I know it's shame, but like, bitch, say thank you. Like, girl, I'm letting you die. Like, that's the kind of shit. I'm like, oh, you're not gonna talk to me? Well,
yeah, wow, crazy.
That is insane.
I do like that they did go back to that though, because I was like, I didn't even think about them going back, but it's an interesting, plot point to bring back the people who kind of just betrayed him and left. It's not like you were just written off the story, so we at least get some comeuppance for them, I assume. Either they'll like turn into good guys or they'll fucking die.
Yo, that one dude with a million death flags.
Oh yeah, he's dead. I'm surprised he lasted this episode. I'm surprised he didn't like get hit by a truck on the way to.
Don't worry, because if the monsters don't kill them, I'm almost certain that the criminal hunters will also join them. Why are we letting the criminal hunters fight?
No, community service. Like,
yeah, community killing, more like.
Here are the famous criminals who betray and kill everyone they hunt with. They're coming along with you guys for this mission.
That was crazy. I feel bad. Like, why is Jinwoo like being paired up with people who are betraying him or just outright trying to kill him?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's insane to me.
I hope the girl doesn't die. I don't think she will, but
she won't. Yeah. I highly doubt she's gonna die. This is gonna be her redemption arc where she's like, I can do this. Heal.
Yeah, but the fact that the criminals are there makes me feel like she's gonna get captured by the criminals or like attacked by the criminals or some shit.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't think she'll come out unscathed, but she'll come out alive, and that's all we can hope for.
Yeah.
All right. Up next we have Dungeon Meshi, episode 9.
Yep.
I think this is almost contender for episode of the week, maybe.
It was. Controversial statement. I don't like
Namari,
and I'm glad she did not join the group.
Do you like her because, like, is it personal or you just don't like her character?
Both. I think that she's kind of just like a dick because she's like, "Oh, money," and like I don't really have any personal attachment to this group or whatever. And also, she like abandoned them. So that part I don't like. And then also, she doesn't offer anything new or interesting to the team like dynamic. I actually think the team dynamic is like perfect the way it is with Senshi and Laos and Marcial and Pilchuk. Like I don't think she would add anything.
So I like I kind of respect her reasons for leaving because it's like
it's all about Benjamins.
If you need money, you need money.
Alright, well then you go be the shield of some asshole dwarf dude who just like lets you get sniped in the head for whatever.
I mean, but she gets paid and she's not dead. And she's not dead.
No,
so
she got what she deserved, right? She gets to get killed over.
Yeah. That's I don't feel bad. I don't feel like bad. Or I agree with you on that. It's like she gets a high paying job. She gets her head blown up, but she gets revived. I'm like, yeah, well, ... they go in the fact that she has money troubles with something. So we don't know what those money troubles are. Maybe it's one of those things where it's just like she has someone she has to take care of. And she can't just, stop and go on this side quest to get Homegirl back. Because she has to take care of a loved one.
Yeah, maybe, but I'm glad we won't find out anytime soon.
Yeah, I think she was fine for this episode.
She was fine for this episode. I just don't want her to be recurring, like, permanent part of the cast.
Yeah, I'm just glad that they kind of made amends. And they were cool towards the end. One the actual character who I really didn't care for was fucking Tanzu. What a dick.
Oh yeah.
Whoa, what an asshole. Jesus. Oh my god, like if the way I was like on a bad day, if the way I would have been done like, oh my god, yay, we healed, like we did the thing, you healed us, yay, thank you so much, stab. Just stab him his little gnome face.
Like, I mean, I knew it was gonna be a problem. First of all, I knew it was gonna be a problem from like the onset because he had like resting bitch face the whole time. But then when he showed up and they were like, "Oh, we need a heal for our party," and what do I get in exchange?
I know. I was just like, "Oh shit." But then it just like he got worse with every scene. He got more dick with every scene. Like, doesn't rush to leave them. The whole scene where they're fighting with the vines.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's just like, go fight, go see what's going on, go fight, go. I'm like, girl, how about I throw you down there and see what happens?
No, fuck out of here with that.
Yeah, it's giving, despite him being a good healer or whatever, it's giving. I solve my problems by hiring people to run into my problems and die for me.
Yeah, typical.
Which
like,
I don't like.
I do have one issue with the show that I feel like came up this episode, which is they really make Marcial feel useless. Like, he does not.
Oh yeah,
I feel bad. She just does. She either does nothing or is like actively a hindrance to everything going on.
I wouldn't say that. Yeah, she did get kind of fucked by the Undine, or the Undine.
Yeah, I mean, to the point where they were like, you're gonna go back up because you have more magic power, and we have to keep going, so...
Yeah, but I would say in the other ones, like, she served her purpose. Served her purpose here and there. Sorry, they're not gonna make her... She can't be... They all can't be Frieren, okay?
She got one episode where she's, like, Frieren or something, and just, like, blows up a fucking dragon or something. Give her one moment of spotlight.
I don't know. I think her fighting the Undi, even though she lost, I still thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Also, why is the way Marcial Marcial, she just wants to like have beef with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Why is she always fighting with somebody? Like, she just got cool with Senshi, and then this girl comes and immediately they got beef. I mean, I know why, kind of, but yeah.
Also, Senshi without his helmet was cursed.
What?
Senshi without his helmet is absolutely cursed. He needs to keep the helmet on.
What do you mean? What's wrong with him with the helmet?
He looks horrific. I
don't know. He seemed fine to me.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me look back. Maybe I was not
too much hair.
Attention. Not too much hair, girl. What you thought was under it? Rainbows and sunshine. Oh, I just saw that funny. That was hilarious. Where Senshi was trying to explain something to Marcial, and Marcial was like, "No, yeah, actually, later. Please stop." Like, he just cuts him off in the funniest way. That was hilarious. Let's see, where is the helmet? Where is him with helmet? I don't see what the this is just him with his hair. Like, that's how much hair he normally has.
I prefer him with the helmet.
I don't literally. Okay.
It holds his character together. It's one of those things where it's like it's a small thing, but without it, you look horrible.
He looks fine. He literally looks fine. He literally just looks like a fucking.
It's his defining feature.
I don't. Like, he looks more funny and adorable with the helmet on. Because the way it fits so, like, tight on his face, like, unreasonably so.
Mm.
But without it, it's just him with his hair. I don't know why you have such a thing against it, but
I thought you understood fashion, but I guess not.
I know you don't understand fashion, so there's that.
Also, a side piece or sidebar, they did mention that the other guy who was part of the party that like left does have a thing for the what's her name?
Fallon, yeah.
So he's probably searching for her on his own. So he'll probably show up at some point relatively soon.
Oh, I love when the one time she's offering to cook something, Laos and Senshi were both like, ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Then she's like, what's the problem? They're like, no, we have no interest in eating spirits. We'll eat ghosts, but spirits is where we draw the line.
Yeah, we draw the line. It's literally just water.
Like, right. Water that's kind of alive.
Mm-hmm. Which is kind of horrific if you think about it. You basically just like boiled a bunch of spirits and ate them.
Work. Like... Like, is it more horrific than any of the other animals we eat?
I guess not. I don't know. Maybe because I imagine spirits to be more human like. Maybe that's why.
This
Like
is
when I
literally
think
just
spirits, I think
a
of
body of
fairies.
water.
I think of like little Tinkerbells,
Not little Tinkerbells.
microscopic Tinkerbells, just
now
being
we
roasted and boiled.
now we drinking Tinkerbells.
We're drinking
That's
Tinkerbells.
wild. Excuse
Sounds like
me.
a slang for some kind of crazy
Dread
drug.
like drug, right?
Yo, you drinking Tinkerbell in here?
Drinking the Tinkerbells. That I
Sipping
nominate
on
that
Tink.
potential title for the
Yes.
podcast. Let's see. I think I had one more thing to say. Oh, I thought it was a real cool juxtaposition that she's the one who ends up like cooking, and she's the one who's interested, while the other two are turned off by with the idea Undine. But she was like, "I'm gonna cook this time," and then you get to hear her narration. It's usually Senshi doing it, so I was like, that's almost like it's almost like we come full circle.
Yeah,
because she would be so repulsed as to like cook all this random meat and stuff, but now she's in a pinch. She's the one who's taking charge and doing it. So that was really cool.
Yeah, maybe she is useful after all. Who knows?
All right. Up next, we have Cherry Magic episode 8.
I do have mixed feelings on this episode.
I feel like they could have waited a little longer for the reveal.
Yeah, that, and also they probably could have done more with it than just being like, "Oh, that's cool," and then be like, "All right, we'll roll with it."
Right, like, but I guess Kurosawa. So I understand why they didn't, because this episode, well, the whole series, including this episode, Kurosawa was like a yandere, like fully, like it's like really hard yandere world, to a point where I can actually believe he wouldn't be like super turned off by the telepathy.
Yeah,
like, so it's like that can make sense that he the fact that he doesn't, like, he's like, oh, okay, cool, like he's embarrassed, but that's it. I would say if he was like less yandere, yeah, I probably want like an episode where he's like, I have to sit and think about this and really reflect on how it can affect our relationship. But no, he's yandere, and he like, I'm cool. The episode had a lot of Asuge in it, but in a way that I'm just like, okay, we're finally getting something useful, something good.
Yeah, with the dance club and everything.
Especially because the four characters finally like meet each other.
I did think it was cool that they could like telepathy, like talk to each other. Which is pretty dope.
Yeah, that was cool. And then I love how they did it by accident. He's like, oh my god, I can't. Like, that was a very seamless, like, kind of thing. He's like, I can't believe he feels this way. He's like, oh, that's just the way I feel. And he's like, wait a minute, whoa, did you just talk to me? That was really a cool moment. I know how you say how you don't like glasses, but man, Tsuge without his glasses, nope, put them glasses back on, baby.
The glasses stay on.
Yo, he literally looks like generic. He looks even more generic. He looks even more generic with the glasses off. I'm like, no, they need to stay on. You need something distinctive.
So now you know how I feel about Senshi. There you go.
I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I guess only I generally just like men with glasses on. I don't know. Are you saying you
Well,
in the
like
bedroom,
maybe I like
you're
men with helmets on.
yeah, in the bedroom the helmet stays on.
The helmet stays on.
um, but yeah, so yeah, yeah, it was fine. It was a fine episode. I was pretty cool with it. Um, it was Kurosawa really was yandere. Literally with the whole, even with Tsuge, he's like, she's like, "Whoa, your body's ripped now. That's crazy." Da da da. And then Kurosawa's like, "Hey, who the fuck are you?" Like, and then when they have that moment when they're like being really close to each other and not saying much and talking privately, you know, I can understand Kurosawa getting that mixed up because they, you know, definitely were looking pretty intimate. And lastly, I'll just say that the makeout session was like nice. I'm like, yes, I'm cool. It's cool that you guys are progressing with like the romance in terms of intimacy. Also for Shonen Ai in general, this is very well paced.
Yeah, I'd say so.
It doesn't start from weird, potentially non-consensual relationship to let me just emotionally and yeah, let me not sexually manipulate you, emotionally manipulate you, and sexually harass you until you eventually just love me.
Do you think
It's
he'll
not.
lose his powers if he has sex?
I think so.
Hmm.
I think so. I think the more intimate you are, the I would even go as far as to say maybe they kind of alluded to that when they were making out, because as they're making out, he was like, "Oh my god, I can't even like, I can't hear any thoughts," even though they're obviously touching each other a lot. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm keeping my powers.
Well, yeah, you keep him, girl. All right. Up next, we have Mahou Shoujo ni Akagarete, episode 9, which I believe is my episode of the week.
Yeah, same here. We got to see local musica versus and her girlfriend versus the
Not her
Tenra and the
girlfriend.
gang. What was her name? La Blume?
Uh, Le Bear Bloom,
La
Bloomes,
Sounds like that one. What was that one
Le Bear
show
Bloomes.
they were watching? The other Shoujo Ai, where they were all in the cafe and they all had like fucking fancy names like that.
Oh, Yuri is my job.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
La Blume.
Yes, Le Bear Bloomes,
Yeah.
or as Loco just calls it, Le Bear.
Yeah. I thought Kiwi was really cute this episode too.
Who?
Kiwi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, isn't she always though? Just
She
a little
is,
bit.
but seeing her like interact more with Alice, like that one scene where she was like, "Oh, Alice, look away! Don't look over there."
That's what I meant. They just look at flowers and like butterflies together. Yeah, and that was one actually. Kiwi was one of the reasons I made an episode of the week. That scene where she's like, "Encore, time for encore," and she said, "Nope, fuck that," and
Fuck
just throws,
that.
and she said, "Got it," and just throws the grenade. Yo, that was, I watched it like 3 times. That was so funny.
Fuck that.
She said, "Fuck that, Kore." He just throws a grenade. Ooh, that was really funny. Oh my gosh.
She's the right amount of crazy.
Right, just the perfect amount. Like, at first, I was a little like, I found her a little too abrasive for me at first, but she really is the wild card in terms of character.
Even in the beginning where Lieutenant was like, "We need to get these bitches," and she was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, exactly. Like Lieutenant's all dark mode, which I like. Lieutenant was like over it. She's like, "Nah, we gotta fuck them up."
They crossed the line. They killed magical girls.
And then I love how Tenno's reaction to the singing, initial reaction was just everyone else's. Like literally 2 seconds, and she's just like, ugh.
Yeah, like maybe she has fans for real. There could be real fans. 2 seconds later,
and then he was like, yeah, right. Oh my gosh. Yeah, LeBear's power was crazy. It was like Shikamaru and some other character all at once.
Stronger Shikamaru powers, just like I can control your shadow, and she can control like multiple people
at the same time.
Whole crowd of people, just
and then when she can't do that, she can just go into your shadow.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was kind of crazy, but through the power of smart thinking, which is one thing I like about you, Tenna. Like, it's not just like a straight up kaiju fight. It's like they actually have to think. I know I said kaiju fight. I mean laser beam fight.
Yeah, they actually have to like combine their powers and strategize.
Exactly, which they do, which is how they win.
And it leads to Loco finding out something about herself.
That she is a fantastic singer, only when she's naked.
Only when she's naked and is an exhibitionist. So maybe she can be an idol. She just has to be a adult lewd idol is all.
Right.
There's room in the market.
Or instead of imagining the crowd naked, she just has to imagine herself naked.
Imagine herself naked.
And yeah, so at that breakthrough, she's like, "Oh my god, you guys helped me sing better. Instead of being mad at you, I'm gonna join your team instead."
Yep. So the squad grows by 2.
Yep.
And Tenno's getting all the girls on her side.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of girls, the magical girls are very much in their training arc. Seems like Sayo is about to get a stronger weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Or a weapon.
Just a weapon. That's not an ice sword.
She's like, "Oh yeah, aren't you tired of just making ice from pulling shit out the air?" I'm just like, isn't that not already like busted?
Yeah, that's really cool. Why? I wouldn't get tired of that.
I think Sayo's just using it incorrectly. She just sucks at it.
Mm-hmm. That one scene with Sulfur where they're like in the hot tub or in the hot springs, and then she's like, "Oh, why are you charging your chest?"
Oh my god! I was like, "What the fuck?" I mean, I know they're doing it just for like fan service, but like, what the fuck? Jeez, stop pulling on her titties like that.
Yeah, you're gonna wreck them.
Right, and why did homegirl like join her?
Like Sulfur is the unofficial leader of the group.
Oh, absolutely. Let's see. Up next we have Ishura, episode 9.
It's the Great Wyvern Battle.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Very, very, very straightforward. I mean, that episode starts with Nihilo and Sojiro, and Sojiro's just like, "I want to fight stuff. I'm gonna fight you." Like,
he very much just wants to fight.
And then she's like, "No, you might kill me. I don't like that." But then it goes back to the main fight, which is Regna J versus Alice, and we realize that there's a reason why those wyverns are so dodo brain.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. It's because Regna J has been brainwashing them with word arts.
Yeah, they've lost their free will,
which is kind of insane. Like,
very dark twist.
Yeah, I don't like. Ooh, it actually literally made me not like that.
Yeah, I went from like kind of being on his side, like, oh, he just wants to save the girl, or whatever, the blind girl, to being like, ooh, this guy's kind of fucked up, man. Maybe we need.
Yeah. I was like, maybe take a step back.
Yeah. Having wyverns like suicide bomb,
having them suicide bomb, have them like just dive in attacks for him, and like some kind of like ant queen mentality, just throw their lives away. Like, oh my gosh, like that was a lot, and they did it like multiple times.
Yeah,
Yeah, this the suicide bombing was like that's when I was just like, oh, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That is a lot. Um, yeah, it goes like it's so crazy because he and this is the cool part of the episode. He's like hating on him for like you left the swarm, you thought you were hot shit, you went to go do your own thing, da 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 da. You know, like that typical setup where like someone left the town and there's like a person who stayed and resents the person who left.
Mm-hmm.
It's very giving much that, but you know what he did was worse because you like what you have isn't the swarm. It's just
Yeah, it's like a bunch of brainwashed puppets that are like bending to your will.
exactly. So you also like you what you did is worse.
Yeah.
A lot worse. So yeah, but it was a pretty decent. It was a pretty good fight. CGI was good, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Um,
Did he
I don't.
die, or was he just like running away at the
You're
end?
just running away. Uh, I don't like what. I don't know what the fuck that attack was.
The fire?
Yeah.
It's like a fire that travels. It's pretty OP.
Right. Like I'm just
Like
like
a fire that
oh
travels
thanks.
everywhere that he can control.
Right. I'm just like oh so you just so instead of just burning up the whole town you wow this idiot was talking for 50 hours like
Mm-hmm.
and I love how they like really pressed upon it. He was just like you talk too much, you know,
Yeah.
very because Regna J was very much leading into the he was leaning into the whole like I'm generic anime villain who has to yap.
Yeah. He was like, if you weren't monologuing so long, you probably would have killed me.
Right. Thank God you're yeah, you're so butthurt about me leaving.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the next episode. It was fun to watch.
Yep. Me too.
All right. Up next we have Sousou no Frieren, episode 25.
Yes. Fern was right. She had a way of beating Frieren.
Yep, it was I guess just a distraction hawk.
Yeah. Frieren has like a momentary inability to sense mana when she's casting.
Mm-hmm. They're like, why didn't you say that before? And she's like, I was embarrassed.
That's embarrassing.
I'm like, girl, would you rather be embarrassed or dead?
I do like how it ties into like the whole thing with Fern being just hard to detect in general, because she can like erase her mana presence. So she's like the natural counter to Frieren
Mm-hmm.
in a way.
Yeah, and they highlight it in that whole flashback where it's like, you're gonna like she's like, you're probably gonna get killed by a human mage, or I forgot what the other thing she said.
She said either the Demon King or the
Or
Human
the
Mage.
mage, yeah.
No, the Demon King's dead, so.
Yep. So human mage it is.
Damn, does that mean Fern's gonna turn?
I hope not.
Or like something will probably come up where it's like, oh, we need to kill Frieren for her own good or something.
I hope not. Why are you
I
putting
mean,
that out there?
They,
Oh my
I didn't
God.
put it out there. They put it out there.
No, that happens. I'm blaming you because they're clearly listening to us, and they're like, "Oh, that's a great twist."
Yeah, I know the manga author personally listens to this podcast
and does.
Uh-huh.
Oh, but don't do that. If you're listening, don't do that because then that just means you copied off of Attack on Titan.
Oh yeah. Frieren becomes
don't
a
do
new
that.
Demon King.
Yeah, this CDA person, she's kind of a dick.
Yeah, just a bit.
Kind of a dick.
I feel like, my master
Lawine.
knew she was gonna rip up your will.
That was funny. Lawine was really funny, along with the homegirl.
Kana. Or
Kana?
It's like
Kane?
Kane. Yeah, Kane.
Yes, I think that's something like that. Yeah, they were really funny this episode. Like literally, they're always fighting in the background, like constantly. Where it's almost always Lone fucking her up. I remember someone saying like, "Oh yeah, guys, roommates, right?" And I'm just like, honestly, maybe unpopular opinion. Yeah, I think it's just roommates. It's not giving lesbian.
Oh, really? It is giving lesbian to me.
Lesbians don't, they don't fight like that.
Yeah, it's like love fighting, you know.
Love? You mean abuse? Abuse? Straight abuse.
That's how they show affection. They're like Barrel.
They're like who?
Barrel from Lost House 6.
Oh.
It's Halloween. They shows her love.
I love you, so I had to put you in a suplex because I love you.
Mm.
Yeah,
we had a few good scenes. She had that whole scene with the Richter.
Mm-hmm. She keeps calling him old man.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Wow, I don't think he likes you." He's like, "Oh, my feelings are hurt." She's like, "Sorry, old man." Like,
sorry, old man.
Yeah, Luina is great.
Mm.
Yeah, I think that was during the sense of this episode. Yeah, it wasn't nearly as long as the fight was very short, relatively. It was pretty but short.
Yeah, I kind of wish it was a lot longer. I know they never do that with fights. Like aside from that one demon fight episode with Fern and Stark, they never really had like any long fight battles or anything like that. Which kind of sucks.
Yeah, I too would like if it was a little bit, just a wee bit longer.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Last but not least, we have Apothecary Diaries, episode 21.
Mm-hmm.
So Mama goes back to bullying the doctor and just telling him what to do.
Yeah, trying to be discreet about it, but like he wasn't catching the hints.
That was funny. God, he's so stupid. Although then we find out that he has like actually kind of like a sad background story.
Mm-hmm.
Where he was fine, and then the queen was like, "No more cutting trees," and then he was like, "Damn, we broke." Yeah, so that happened. Oh, yeah, most of the episode was about Lishu, who wants to marry Paizan.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, yeah, I guess Mamao's the best person for the job because apparently she knows her very well, so much so that apparently Paizan breastfed her, which I'm just like, damn, Paizan I guess is, she I guess she, in my mind, she's not that old.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's a bit older.
She's a bit older, but she's not that old. I just assumed that she just breastfed when she was younger. In my head canon,
probably she's probably like in her, because how old is Mama? Like
17. So so she's in her 30s.
Yeah,
probably. She's getting at that point where it's just like, okay, girl, time to get sold.
Yeah, you're already 30. Get out of here. They have like the lifespan of a fucking NFL player or basketball player.
Yeah, and then she's like, "Let me see what that looks like." And then we get a Lihaku Bada moments, which I am very pleased with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jinshi catches them, where she's like, "Take off them pants," and he's like, "What?" And then he gets all pouty and sad.
Untrust me, took off my pants.
And then she was like, "You have nothing to offer." That was so great. Because everything out of context was really funny.
Mm-hmm.
But then Jinshi offers to loan the money to Lishu, which I didn't expect.
Yeah, that was a surprise.
Right, I was like, why? It's not because you're just such a nice guy.
Mm-hmm. I figured maybe he was like honestly jealous of what he has going on with Mama, and he was just like, "Fuck it, get your courtesan and leave us alone.
Yeah, probably.
I'll pay for it. Just leave me."
I'm gonna say, oh, there's a line that they said where he's just like, oh, like he refers to her like as a cat, and then Lishu's like, oh yeah, so I guess as long as you're a cautious cat, can let their guard around me. I must be trustworthy. And his face he did not like that.
Yeah.
I guess that made him jealous as well. But yeah. Lishu says no to the money. Mamao, she kind of alludes to saying, "Oh, if she likes you, it won't have to be that expensive. Buy her for less, maybe." So that implies that there's hope that he can just buy her for the amount that he has.
Yeah.
Also, we find out that her dad was still snooping around, which, looking to buy someone. I don't know what that was about.
He's cooking up some other scheme.
Yeah, for sure. Which is why he's always around there. So it's like,
sus. Very sus.
Very sus indeed. Looking forward to the next episode. But for now, that is the end of our weekly reviews, and it's also the end of our podcast. So only if you be a dear, take us away.
Guys, if you enjoyed this week's episode of the Waifu podcast, make sure you like the button and subscribe to catch every episode as they go up every week. If you haven't already, do follow us over on Twitter, follow us on Twitch, and join the party on our Discord, all linked in the description down below. If you'd like, you can even become a channel member or patron and join us for our weekly live watches, where we watch Solo Leveling and Frieren this season. Also, the new season is coming up soon, so be on the lookout for a spring 2024 anime guide from us. And if you're a patron or channel member, then you can vote on a show for us to watch in the spring season, which is absolutely fucking loaded with good shows. So make your voices heard. And on that note, Drew, do you have anything you'd like to say?
Get that Zyrtex out, bitches. Spring is here, and so are the allergies.
Yes. Get ready to get bukake by pollen. Until next time, this has been Soberoni and
Droovy Doo.
We'll catch y'all later. Later!
Bye.